find a way to listen to stuff that you still enjoy, right? While still glorifying God in all you do, so you don't have that, that possibility of tripping up by what you listen to, and that way you always stay in God's presence, so you're not having to try and get into the mood or thing when you go to church or anything, because you've already been in His presence all day listening to the music.
So you think it's growing in our society?
Yes, I do think it's growing.
In the church, it's wonderful. I mean, we know that praise songs bring God's presence into our midst, You lift up your hands, you begin to love on Jesus, you create that atmosphere for the presence of God to come down, and that's when miracles happen. So, I mean, music has such an important part in our Christian experience. It always has. Even in the Old Testament, God sent out the choirs and sent out the musicians before the armies, and they played, and then they praised God, and then God delivered His people sometimes without them even firing a shot. So music's important.
Yes.
I listen to Christian music because, one, I use it to be a tool and a catalyst to bring me into the presence of God. And so I listen to worship music. Worship music causes me to leave and to shift from where I am, what I'm going through, and to bring me into the presence of God, which inspires me, brings hope, it ministers to me wherever I am or whatever I'm going through, and it encourages me and it lifts me from my current situation into a God realm, and I take that God realm with me into the community. So everywhere I go, I bring life, I bring light, I'm the salt of the earth, and so I inspire and I bring change.
The words, it's all about getting to our heart. It's not just the song. He's looking like the song says down into our hearts, and what he does is he pulls us out of the earthly realm up into where he's seated, which is in the heavenly realm. He says, look, focus on things that are above and not on things that are below. So music actually is a vehicle that takes you into the presence of God.
Secular music, man, it basically took a big impact on my life. It made me, think basically negative, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no type of positive influence, you feel me? And there's already, a lot of killing and things such as that, so it's like, dang, it just amped me up to want to do something crazy, you feel me? But as far as Christian music, you feel me, it basically brings on a positive effect. It helps you, open your eyes to other things, things that you can't really see. He died on the cross for our sins, hands nailed up and his feet nailed in, with so many wounds all over his skin. He was bleeding to death, but he didn't give in. He didn't have to do it, but for us he did. He went through so much, but at the end he lived. Not on earth, but in the hearts of his kids. So we need to die to this world like him. That was just a little bit, man. But y'all keep your heads up. God first.
All right, bro.
Alright, EJ, you good?
Yeah, so basically, in my life, gospel rap and gospel hip hop just an alternative. Because basically, there's so much secular music that's out in the world that's just negative music. Basically, the Rick Rosses, the Big Boys, and all that other stuff, it just all played out. I mean, most of the stuff that they live is not even the right way to live, and it's fake. Most of them are fake in the world. So, I mean, that gospel music that I'm getting into is just like positive music, and plus you're glorifying God. Yeah. Basically, every music should be glorifying God. You can use me, yes. My God is the one and only king, like Lecrae. I'm a Saint, Super Bowl in New Orleans, yes. And my God is undefeated, so I'm saying I got swagger, cause your boy not conceited, conceited. And I never boast or brag, just putting the past behind like carrying the book bag. Yeah. I believe I could fly cause he said I could. Try to do the right thing like Spike Wood. You try to swing through life like you Tiger Woods. And guess it's pure instinct like a Tiger Wood. Yeah, the Bible is my spear. New King James, minus the Cavaliers. I'm a soldier and God is my captain. Devil come test me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy Guy, aka Prospect. I'm in a group called SOG. And as Christian artists, we using Christian rap as an alternative to give the youth and the church something else to listen to instead of the Jay-Z's, instead of the Lil Wayne, instead of the Nas. We give them a positive music and a positive message that they could live by and that they can go by. And it's all for God, it's all glorifying God. We take none of the glory for ourselves. We give it all to God. So I believe that Christian rap will grow, especially in the church, because the youth that's coming in, they need another form of music to listen to. They can't be in the church and listening to the same garbage that's out there. They need an alternative. So that's what we do as Christian artists. We provide parts from my old ways. Had to learn how to die, dig my own grave. Carry my cross, man, I am not my own, but I run with the cream. No, not LeBron.
I believe Christian rap is really affecting our community in a big way. Nowadays, it's actually giving people an alternative. You know what I'm saying? Instead of people always listening to the same raunchy, negative music that they've listened to for the past few years, hearing the same lyrics about girls, drugs, money, cars, clothes, and such. You know what I'm saying? People actually hearing stuff that's uplifting their souls and making them feel better. Because I used to listen to all that stuff back in the day, and I can tell you this much, like, it really helps you to, like, cleanse yourself. So I really feel like it's making it very powerful. It's just like the truth had said. It's irrefutable proof in the text. Jesus died and resurrected and made his Pharisees sweat. And even before he died, he made them perspire. Because he saw them all as hypocrites and called them some lies. Because a Jew will see a Gentile and expect them to yield. But in the synagogues, they was better actors than my girl, but shields of faith going down and bodies hitting the ground. And Satan says, I'll sin, yet Christians don't utter sound. That sounds like the gospel of Christ and his resurrection. Truly, I'd like to ask you Christians, who will you represent?